Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first NFL Football Sunday live stream. Now, we've done, obviously, Thursday night. We've done Friday nights. But this is Football Sunday. This is a different animal. This is a different beast. Obviously, as you can see, it's just me, your boy King. Our good friend Jimbo, not feeling quite well today. What a day to feel sick. First Football Sunday to not feel well? That's all right. I think he over-celebrated the fact that the Eagles won down in Brazil. And hurt Jordan Love because they're dirty Philadelphia Eagles. And he's not here to fight back from all my accusations, so that's fine. Anyway, though, man, what a hell of a busy Football Sunday morning here we've had. We've had Tyreek Hill got detained and thrown to the ground outside of the stadium, trying to get to Hard Rock Stadium there in Miami. Apparently, the police have not learned anything from the Scotty Scheffler situation, so that's fun to see. Then we had Dak Prescott. They were talking about maybe a deal would get done before the game started, before he got there. Maybe it would get done, and sure enough, it gets done, and he becomes the highest-paid quarterback or highest-paid player in NFL history. $60 million a year quarterback. He's got it's $240 million for 4 years. 231 of it is guaranteed, and an $80 million signing bonus. So Dak Prescott avoids free agency and gets broken off pretty well there. Kendrick Lamar is going to be the halftime performer for Super Bowl LAX 59 down there in New Orleans. So there's that as well. Jamar Chase is playing today. Justin Fields will be starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers over Russell Wilson, who has that calf issue, so he will be out. He is inactive for today. But today we are talking about the New York Giants, Minnesota Vikings. We're opening it up here, baby. Let's go. Giants wearing their century red uniforms, which everybody else seems to be shitting on. I like them. I'm trying to curse less, by the way. But I like it. I like that. We should have that logo at midfield, too, all the time. That's a great looking. I love the old school logo. Definitely keep that. But, yeah, Giants looking cool. I like it. Everybody else can call them the Montreal Canadiens or the fake Michigan Wolverines or whatever they want to do. Fine, whatever. I like it. I think it's very, as a uniform nerd as I am, I enjoy it. I like it. We got a bunch of guys there. You got Phil Simms. We got Eli ringing a bell. Looking good. I'm excited. I hope everybody else out there is excited too. Have a wonderful and great opening NFL Football Sunday. Whoever you are, whoever you're watching. LT's out there taking the coin toss. Let's go, baby. I love it. I'm excited. I'm excited for to get this all going. Looks like the Giants are getting the ball here first. So let's go ahead and we'll get that ready. Let's see if this dynamic kickoff changes from anything from the last two games that we saw, which were all touchbacks. There's a big kick, and that goes straight out of the end zone. And so there we are. No return, no dynamic returns, nothing dynamic there. Daniel Jones. Whoo! I believe in Daniel Jones. But you got to show something here. DJ. Danny Dimes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Giants get the ball there at the 30-yard line. Daniel Jones going under center to take the first snap of the season. Man in motion, hands it off to Singletary. Singletary gets a 2-yard gain. And that will be it for the first play of from scrimmage for the New York Giants. Giants offensive line revamped a bit from last year. I think it's better than last year, but it wasn't too hard to get any worse than last year. Do I think they're great? We'll see. I don't think great, but I think improved. So we'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that works for the Giants. 2nd and 8 from the 32-yard line for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones under center again. Takes the snap, steps back to pass, looks, nobody open, throws it out for a screen and to Singletary. Loses yardage on that one as he stumbles and falls, gets touchdown. Not great. Not great. But good coverage there from the Vikings on the Giants receivers. Daniel Jones not able to find anybody open. So it's going to be 3rd and long here for the New York Giants on their first drive of the 2024 season. And we're going to see where this goes. Again, I got the Grossi rule going on here, not opening an adult beverage until the Giants score a touchdown. And it has to be the Giants. I'm not opening a beer if the Vikings get it. Let's be honest here. 3rd and 14. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Whistles are blown. Flag on the play. And that'll be a delay of game on the Giants. Not able to get the snap off. So now it'll be 3rd and 19 for the Giants. Starting the season off great. Starting the season off real good here. Super excited. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Got to do better than this, guys. Come on. Daniel Jones in shotgun, empty backfield, takes the snap. Steps back, looks to throw, checks it down, dropped. And the Giants will punt. Johnson, the intended receiver, could not hold on to the ball. Would probably have not gotten a first down anyway. So, not a great start to this game, but we'll see. Long game to go. I was hoping to get something a little bit better than that. So the Giants getting ready to punt here, and the punt is away, nearly blocked. Minnesota receives it at the 25-yard line. There is a flag thrown. So lots of stuff going on here. He gets out to about the 35-yard line about. Looks like it's going to be holding on the Vikings, so that'll knock it back here. Official call from Alex Kemp, indeed, holding on the Vikings. They get the ball. Still, it happened after the kick, so. Now it's time to see how the Giants' defense is doing. Offense, not a great first start, not a great first drive, obviously. You went backwards. You ended up with a 4th and 19. Not great. And now we go to see what the Vikings do here. Vikings first drive starts at the 15-yard line. Darnold under center, hands it off. And that will go nowhere. They get a little extra push there at the end, might get an extra yard. But good run stop there by the New York Giants defense. Looks like all our games have started down there. As you can see, we got the nice little ticker there. That's fantastic. Oh, boy. I really want Daniel Jones to do well this year. I really do. I really do believe I talked him up. I talked a lot of shit on his behalf. So I really hope he does step up here. Vikings, 2nd and 9. Darnold steps back, looks to throw. He got sacked, baby. There we go. Big Dexter Lawrence. That's it. Shake your ass, baby. Shake your ass. Let's go. That Giant defense, I've been talking them up. I said everybody's kind of been sleeping on this Giants defense. But so far, the first 2 plays, good run stop, Get a sack now on Darnold on his first drop back pass. This is the way you want to start the game if you're the New York Giants defense. Offense now has to step up their game. But Giants defense right now, first 2 plays, very early days here, but Giants defense looked good. 3rd and 16 now for the Minnesota Vikings. Darnold in shotgun, empty backfield. Steps back in his own end zone. Looks, throws, completes the pass. Oh, fumble! Giants got it! That's Giants' ball. Yeah, turnover, baby! Let's go! Completed the pass, open to the flat there to number 30. He gets hit, fumbles the ball. Giants recover. We are now deep inside Minnesota territory. Good hit. Didn't get the helmet on it. It wasn't like a peanut punch. He just kind of got hit and dropped it. Hell of a... All right. Let's go, baby. Giants have to do something here now. Have to do something. You can't have the ball. This is gifted. The defense has gifted us a golden opportunity here. Who is that? Williams with the recovery? Or Phillips? Phillips gets the recovery. There we go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. New York Giants from the 20-yard line of the Minnesota Vikings. Daniel Jones under center. Hands it off to Singletary, and that's going to get a yard. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Gray. That was in there. My apologies. Still, didn't even get a yard. 2nd and 10. They're saying he was down before that. So, geez, come on, Giants offense. Come on, Daniel Jones. Come on. Guys got to do something here. Got to do something. Don't disappoint me. Do not get a field. You can't get a turnover like this and then settle for a field goal. We can't do that. We can't do that. Giants personnel shifting and moving all over the place. Daniel Jones again under center. Looks, fakes the hands off. Oh! Gets hit, but he does complete the pass. That's going to be good for about 3 yards to Bellinger, the tight end. That play was all kinds of weird, but Daniel Jones took a big hit, completed the pass. That's his first completed pass. Well, he did have the one before, but that was for a 4-yard loss, so I'm not going to count that. That's just me personally. But hey, 3 yards, 3rd and 7, still 3rd and long. Got to get a first down here. Getting it something. We need something. We cannot settle for a field goal down here. Prove everybody wrong here, Daniel Jones. Come on, buddy. Play clock running down. 3, 2. They get the snap off. Daniel Jones steps back, looks to throw. He takes off running. Makes a cut. There's a flag down. He got the first down, but what is the flag? Are we going to get holding? What are we going to have here? The Giants going to be stepping all over themselves again here. Waiting for the call from Mr. Official. Offsides on Minnesota. Decline that penalty. First down, Giants. Daniel Jones using his legs. Again, good to see him running. Good to see him kind of trusting that ACL. It's usually a smart bet, no matter what it is, for the over-under for Daniel Jones. If you have the over-under, take the over on Daniel Jones rushing. You'll usually end up winning that bet. So now it's 1st and goal for the New York Giants. From the Minnesota 10-yard line. Daniel Jones under center. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Singletary. Big gain of about 5 yards. I want to say, just short. So about 4.5 yards for Singletary. Brian Daboll had a good first season with the Giants. Last year, not so much, but there was a lot wrong last year with the Giants' offensive line. Daniel Jones got hurt. No real receivers. Like everything was kind of messed up. Oh, well, they only gave him, 3 yards on that? Jeez, that's a bad spot. That's a bad spot in my opinion anyway. 2nd goal from the Giants from the 7.5-yard line. Daniel Jones designed run. Gets about 2 yards. Although the way the refs are spotting the ball, maybe it'll be a loss of 2. Who knows? I don't know. Third and goal for the New York Football Giants wearing those beautiful uniforms. I don't care what anybody says. I like them. As a uniform junkie, I think they're great. 8:10 left, if in case you're watching along. We're 8:07, 8:06, 8:05. Clock ticking down. 3rd and goal. Giants about 5 yards away from the end zone. Can they get a score here? Daniel Jones step back to throw, steps up in the pocket, gets tripped up, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 4th and goal for the Giants. That turnover is going to turn out to be just worth 3 points. Not what I wanted. We needed, I think we needed more than that. I wanted more than that. Offensive line getting bullied. So not really, not impressed with the offensive line so far, with the offensive line play. It seems like they haven't really opened up the offense really to Daniel Jones either. Graham Gano, kick is up, and it is good. Giants take the lead 3-0 after a turnover on their own 20-yard line for the Vikings on their opening drive. But, again, when you get the ball that deep in enemy territory on a turnover, you got to turn it into touchdowns. It has to be 6, not 3. And unfortunately, that seems to be same old Giants, unfortunately. Got to change that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I will say this, Giants defense, impressive. On the first real look we've had of them this year, impressive. I like it. Looking at some of these other games, Atlanta is up 3-0 on Pittsburgh and Justin Fields, who's starting in that game. New Orleans is already up 10-0 on the Carolina Panthers. Kind of saw that one coming. It's going to be a long year for the Panthers, I think, unfortunately. Everybody else looks like they are still scoreless, except for Arizona. They just scored a touchdown in Buffalo. That's going to be 7-0 there for the Cardinals. Jacksonville, Miami still 0-0. Tennessee, Chicago still 0-0. Houston has scored a field goal against Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium there. They're up 3-0 in that game. And New England and Cincinnati still at goose eggs. Let's take a look around old Twitter X here. C.J. Stroud apparently been thrown through a pass from his knees. Pretty good. Bryce Young's first pass was picked off. That's unfortunate. So that's how that because New Orleans was already up 7-0 at that point. I guess that's where they got the field goal on that drive on that turnover there for the Saints. Yes, we got Bills fans already jumping off of buses through tables. So the world is healing. When you see a Bills mafioso jump through a table, the world is healing. You know it is. My niece is a huge Bills fan. We don't know why. We're a family of Giants fans, and my brother, her father's a Jet fan. He was a Redskins fan, but then Daniel Snyder took over the team, and he called it all the way back in like '99 when Daniel Snyder first took over. He was like, "I'm going to step out now because I already see what's coming," and sure enough, he was right. I got to yell at people here for... Yelling at Tone Diggs from the Pat McAfee Show, saying the Giants uniforms are ugly. He's wrong and he's dumb. That's all I'm going to say about... That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about that. Minnesota has the ball now as the kickoff has happened. Sorry, we got a little distracted, getting angry at people for disrespecting these great century red uniforms for the New York Giants. As we are up 3-0, 7-16 here in the first quarter. If you're watching along, and if you are, thank you so very much. Like, share, and subscribe. Sam Darnold in the huddle. He got sacked on his first drop back, and then threw a completed pass, but that was fumbled. Sixth opening drive giveaway since 2023 there for the Vikings. Not great. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. Darnold hands it off. Big run to the outside, and that's going to be close to the first down, if not there. It looks like it's going to be, where are they putting him? Yep, they're giving him the first down. But there is a flag on the play, and that's going to be holding against the Vikings. So that's coming back, and we're going to repeat first down from 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which imagine would put it at first and 20. So the first real good play by the Vikings, but the reason it was such a good run is because there was holding on the play. So can't really do that. Yep, there goes the flag. So first and 20 now here for your Minnesota Vikings, if you're watching. And are a Vikings fan, and if you are, hey, how you doing? Like, share, and subscribe. It'd be nice. Maybe get a couple Viking games on this year. We'll see. We'll see how the schedule goes, and, what we do here. Sam Darnold in shotgun, empty backfield, takes the snap, gets away from a lot of pressure, gets 2 yards before he takes a slide down. Better than a sack, because that would have been a terrible sack back there. To take, but the Giants defensive line getting great pressure right now on the Minnesota Vikings, and that offensive line. Darnold was able to at least get some positive yardage out of that play, so it's going to be second and about 18, I would guess. Second and 17 is what they're calling it here. So second and 17 now from the 28-yard line, their own 28-yard line. Darnold is in shotgun, takes the snap, step back, throw, completes it. That's going to be, 8-yard gain? No, more than that. Yeah, what am I saying? That's like a 15-yard gain. What's wrong with me? Bobby Okereke for the New York Giants there in the linebacker spot. I like this Giants. I'm telling you, I've been saying it all the time on the main show, the mothership show that we have here, on all the other shows. I like this Giants defense. I think we're set up for it. 3rd and 8 here for the Vikings. Big ball from Sam Darnold down the field. Incomplete, but they're going to throw a flag for pass interference? That's nonsense. What a bad call. They're calling pass interference on the Giants. So it's going to be like a free 50 goddamn yards. He looks back for the ball. He reaches. Where was their pass interference? Oh, the refs are already in midseason form. It seems. My God. Unbelievable. So the Vikings get bailed out by the Stripes. And now they have 1st and 10 from the Giants' 27-yard line. Sam Darnold back to throw. Completes it. It's down to the Giants' 5. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Minnesota Vikings, thanks to the officials. Giants had gotten off the field. Great defensive cornerback work to break up the pass. The refs say it was pass interference. I don't know in what world they thought that was pass interference. He looked at the ball. He looked back, knocked the ball out like there was no pass interference. I don't understand that call. Not even from a homer standpoint. Like, I don't get it. 1st and goal. Sam Darnold in shotgun. Hands it off. They're going to get about a yard for the Minnesota Vikings. Maybe 2. I'd still say yard. Man, I'm pissed off about that. I hate that. I hate when you see calls like that happen. It really does ruin the game. Anyway, let's get over that. Second goal for the Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold getting under center this time. Changing the play, it appears. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Bounces out to the outside, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Minnesota Vikings after the officials helped them. Unbelievable. Nope, that was the wrong team. Oh. There you go. That's the correct team. And the extra point is up and good, so that's going to be 7 now for the Vikings after the officials helped them out. And it is now 7-3. Minnesota Vikings, after a 60-yard gain by the officials against the New York Giants defense, which had stopped them, gotten off the field on third down. Boo. That's all I got to say about that is boo. You hate to see that. You really hate to see that. Looking here on Twitter X, see what's going down. What are the scores here? We got Arizona still up 7-0. Pittsburgh and Atlanta tied 3-3. No score in Jacksonville, Miami, or Tennessee, Chicago, or New England, Cincinnati. Indianapolis up over Houston 7-3, and New Orleans still up 10-0 on the Carolina Panthers. I still can't get over that call. Like, what else do you want the receiver to do? I mean, the defender to do? He looked back. He wasn't face guarding. He went back, turned to the ball, knocked it down. Like, I don't understand. There was no part of that was pass interference at all. Absurd. It was absurd. Absurd. But anyway, what do you can't dwell on it. Can't dwell on it. So we're going back here. Vikings up 7-3 on the New York Giants. Getting ready for the kickoff, which I guarantee will be a touchback because nobody wants to do the dynamic kickoff. So this is just a pointless thing unless they move it to like the 40 or something. Oh, this one's going to get into the landing zone. Giants are actually we're going to have a return. Oh, look at this. And he gets to the 27-yard line. At least there was something. So Giants going to start from their own 27. Got to answer here. It's going to be a long trip down the field. Daniel Jones, we open it up, let him throw down the field. Let's get Malik Neighbors maybe involved here a little bit. Bellinger in motion. Naked bootleg here for Daniel Jones. Looking to throw. He's going to just pull it down and run. And he's going to get 4 yards on the carry for Daniel Jones. Broadcast is bringing up Saquon Barkley. I wish they didn't. That'd be nice. Don't really need to see any of that bullshit. At least in my opinion. So enough of that stuff on Friday night. I had to deal, Jimbo being the Eagles fan, I already had to deal with all this kind of nonsense. So 2nd and 6 here for the Giants was a 4-yard gain from Daniel Jones under center. Hands it off to Singletary. That's going to be good for about 2 yards. So we're going to have 3rd and 4. So good 3rd and manageable here for the Giants. See if we can go ahead and convert here on 3rd down. We are so far 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Daniel Jones in shotgun. He's got 2 men in the backfield with him. 2 seconds on the play clock. Gets the snap. Steps back, throws. That is caught for a 1st down, 2-yard gain. Or I'm sorry, not 2 yards. It's 2 yards past the 1st down marker. So that's a 6-yard gain. At least we threw it and caught it past the sticks. That's been a problem for the Giants in the past. So good to see that. But fresh set of downs. 3rd down conversion. We're now 50% on 3rd down conversions. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones, play action, throws, almost intercepted. Not great. Not great. You see. I see where Daniel Jones is trying to throw the ball here, but you gotta see that guy, and you gotta try to get it over him. Neighbors was kind of on his knees there. I'm not quite sure if he slipped or if that was a route, if that's something he was doing. I'm not sure, but there we are. 2nd and 10. Daniel Jones in shotgun, man in motion. Throws dropped by Malik Neighbors in the backfield. Could have been a lateral. He jumps on it. It's not. I think they're going to say incomplete pass. So that's 3rd and 10 now for the Giants. So now 3rd and long again. We're going to see if we can go ahead and convert on a 3rd down here. Although 3rd and long is a bit much, especially for the way this Giants team kind of is. So we'll see. We'll see. 3rd and 10 here. Daniel Jones again in shotgun. Takes the snap. Steps back to throw. Decent protection. Throws wide open. Caught Malik Neighbors. That's a big gain into Vikings territory. Down to the Vikings 40-yard line about it seems like. There we go. There we go. That's the Danny Dimes we know and love. That's the Danny Dimes we know and love. 35-yard line. Sorry, not 40. 35. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the New York Giants from the Vikings. 35-yard line. Converted 2 big 3rd downs on this drive already. That's exciting. I'm excited by that. You should be excited about that as well. There's a flag, though. Jesus. The 1st down will count. But, yeah, too many men in the huddle. So that'll be 1st and 15. Now, Giants do something good, and then, of course, we have to take a step back. We have to. It's how that works. So 1st and 15 for the New York Giants from the 40-yard line of the Vikings now. Quick pass out to Malik Neighbors from Daniel Jones. He's going to gain about 4 yards on that one. So, yeah, 2nd and 11 is where we stand right now. Daniel Jones, 5 of 8 for 31 yards. Malik Neighbors has 2 receptions for 29 yards. I like that. I'll take that. I will take that very much. Time running out here in the first quarter. 12, 11, 10 seconds left. Giants take the snap, but it looks like that was early motion on the Giants. Runyon maybe. Yep. So again, do something good. Take some steps back. So we had 1st and 15. Got a 4-yard reception. Now got a 5-yard penalty. And so that knocks us back. That's just grand. And it looks like that might be the end of the quarter. My stream kind of screwed up here a little bit, so that is what it is. But even so, if that is, then I might have missed something. I have no idea. I'm trying to get everything back here. Sorry, folks. Here we are. Anyway, as we're in this commercial break here that we're watching, Arizona's up now 10-0 on the Buffalo Bills. Yikes, I picked Buffalo in that game. That's not great. New England 7-0 up on Cincinnati. Jacksonville 7-0 up on Miami. Finally got a score in that game. And the New England game as well. Pittsburgh and Atlanta tied at 3 still. Tennessee still up 7-0 there on Chicago. Houston is trailing Indianapolis by 1 point, 7-6. And New Orleans is up 17-0 now on Carolina. Yikes, it's going to be a long season there in Carolina, unfortunately. As what it looks like to these old peepers. Hi, Jackie. You don't want to come on camera? Aw. It's my fiance, Jackie. She does not want to come on camera and say hello to the world. And by the world, I mean like the few people that are here watching. But if you are, again, thank you so very much. Like, share, and subscribe. That's all down there. Frustrating. It is frustrating to be a Giants fan, especially the last 12 years, 13 years, whatever it's been. We do something good, do something bad. Do something good, do something bad. Do something good, do something bad. It's always, a step forward and then 3 steps back. But we're going to start the second quarter here now. Second and 16 after that false start penalty. Handoff to Singletary. Breaks a pretty decent run, but there's another flag. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Tracy Jr. with it, but there's another flag. Comes in from the back judge there, it looks like. Referee's having a conference, going to talk about it, and they're going to call a holding on the Giants. So it's going to be 2nd and 26 for the Giants. And I can't drink until they get a touchdown. Oh, God, this is going to be a long string. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, no, he was holding. He was pulling it. Yeah. No, you got to keep it inside. You got to keep it inside. So they're calling from the spot. So 2nd and 24 from the Giants from near the 50. Daniel Jones throws it. Completes to Gray, I think it was. 3rd and the turnpike here for the Giants. Fox here talking to Minnesota's coach, who apparently paid off the refs for that pass interference call. 3rd and 15 for the Giants. Got to get to the 25 of Minnesota, currently on the 40-yard line. Daniel Jones in shotgun. takes the snap, steps back, looks to throw, gets pressure, and that is off the mark as he was getting hit as he threw it. Tried to get to Robinson. 4th and 15. Probably going to have to punt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he tried to get it over the Viking, rushing him. Got a helmet to the armpit for his trouble. Offensive line still not doing great here for Daniel Jones and the Giants. 4th and 15. Giants punting the ball. Kick is up. And that is going to land. Giants did a great job keeping it out of the end zone. It's going to be marked at the half-yard line. I'm sure they're going to have to take a look at that and see. Nope. He's still out of the end zone when he pitches it back. He's still out of the end zone when he pitches it back. He's still out of the end zone when he pitches it back, and he has it. What a hell of a special teams play from the Giants. That's what I have to cheer for. The Giants punting unit, superstars of the game so far. Oh, God. Watching the Giants this year is going to be watching my mental breakdown just every single Sunday. I hope everybody I'm excited that NFL football's back. You know, clearly we've been doing these live streams now for a couple of games. Excited for football. Excited for all of this. But boy, I got to tell you, this is just going to be an absolute mental slog for me if the Giants kind of keep this up on offense anyway. Again, like I said, I like our defense. When the referees aren't screwing us over on a great defensive backfield play, and calling pass interference when there was no pass interference. But that is what it is. No use crying over terrible refs. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, it looks like the Bears kind of had a dynamic kickoff snafu here. Got into the landing zone. They did not get it. Dropped it. Tennessee picks it up. They're in great field position right now down there in Chicago. So we have our first real dynamic kickoff screw-up here from the Bears. Tried to get it, fumbled it. Tennessee gets right on it. Tennessee is in perfect position. Travis Etienne has scored a touchdown for the Jaguars. Down there, I think we noticed that before, 7-0. I'm just looking at some of these old clips here, see what happened. Bengals have not had a first down yet in this game. Patriots up 7-0 still. None of the other scores have changed. Arizona still up 10-0. Tennessee still up 7-0, but that's going to change. Minnesota starting from the half-yard line. Darnold hands it off in the end zone. Just gets it out. Gets about a yard gain there for Minnesota. Aaron Jones. Dexter Lawrence with the stop for the New York Giants. 3:23, 22, 21, 20 left here in the second quarter. 2nd and 9 for the Minnesota Vikings. From the 1.5, maybe 2-yard line. Sam Darnold under center. 2-back backfield. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws outside into the flat, and that's going to be first down for the Vikings. So all of that for nothing. Great defensive play, or great special teams play, and the Vikings immediately get a first down. Can't even get them to third down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings from the Giants, from their own 11-yard line, 12-yard line about. Looks like the 11.5. Almost 12. That's an offsides on the Vikings. Laundry out for that one. That's going to push him back. It's going to be 1st and 15 now from the 6 for the Minnesota Vikings. And Mr. Official makes it clear. Roll them suckers back. Yeah, no, the Vikings trying to say the Giants moved first. Get out of here. You bunch of liars. Liars and dirty, dirty Minnesota cheats. At least with the officials. That was a little bit of a homer. Take 1st and 15 for the Vikings. Now from the 6.5 yard line, almost 7 of the Giants. Darnold in shotgun takes the snap, hands it off. That's going to be a gain of about, wow, that's a generous spot. I would say that was only about 2 yards, but they're going to give him almost 3. Second and 12 here for the Minnesota Vikings. Darnold again in shotgun. Takes the snap, back to throw. Ball over the middle. Caught. Deep pass into Giants territory for the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Jefferson. It's going to be one of those days, isn't it? It's going to be one of those days. Son of a bitch. Going to let Sam Darnold beat us, huh, guys? That's how we're going to do this? So it's going to be Minnesota first down from the New York Giants 46-yard line, I think. Is that where we are? Yeah, about the 46 for the Minnesota Vikings. Toss back to Aaron Jones. He gets 4 yards, but gets popped immediately. Well, that's not immediately, but violently. There we go. If it was immediately, he wouldn't have gained 4 yards. Or 5. Is that 5? 4 or 5? That's 5 yards. They give him 6 yards. Holy Christ. 2nd and 4 now for the Vikings from the Giants' 41-yard line. Darnold back to throw. Caught. That's going to be a first down from the Giants' 24-yard line now, as the Vikings are just picking apart this Giants secondary right now. Vikings started this drive on their half-yard line after a great special teams play by the New York Giants. And they are now currently at the New York Giants' 24-yard line. And I am losing grip on sanity. 9:47 left here in the first quarter. Play clock running down. 3, 2, 1, 0. They do not get it off. They're letting them get it. Darnold throws out of bounds. No, they're saying he caught it. So that's going to be another first down for the Vikings after the referees gave him an extra 2 seconds after the play clock hit 0. And now the Vikings are within the red zone. First and 10 from the New York Giants, 11. Vikings can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Darnold passes it off into his own backfield. That's going to be a gain of about 5. For the Vikings, going to be 2nd down and 5 from the Giants' 6-yard line. Vikings having a hell of a drive here so far. .28 left here in the second quarter. Snap, pitch back by Darnold, Tackled in the backfield is the Minnesota Vikings running back. That's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Got third down now here for Minnesota. That's going to be third down from the Giants' 9-yard line, it looks like about. Was that Banks? Banks on the tackle? 3rd and 8, they're calling it. 3rd and 8 from the Giants' 9-yard line. Darnold in shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw, completes it, but he's going to be tackled at the 3-yard line. 2 yards short of the first down. 4th down for the Vikings. Will they go for the field goal? Or are they going to go for the touchdown? They're going to go for the 4th down. They're going to take the points. I'm always a take the points guy. It's always how I've been. I think that's always a smarter way to go about it. But it looks like they are staying on the field for 4th down. Big play here. Giants defense has to stop them here. Minnesota gets to the line of scrimmage. 5 seconds left on the play clock. Darnold in shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks back to throw. That is completed to Justin Jefferson for the touchdown. And Minnesota scores again. Yeah, this is going great. I'm excited. I don't know if you could tell how excited I am about how all this is going so far. I think this is going wonderfully. I think this is just how I wanted to start the season off. And the extra point is good for the Vikings, and they now take a 14-3 lead over the New York Football Giants on this first NFL Sunday of the year. And I can't drink until the Giants score a touchdown. I may do the whole stream sober. That's exciting. I'm excited. I'm super excited about all of this. This is all just going great. Would it be any better if the Giants still had Saquon Barkley? Probably not. Probably not. We still have our own offensive line, so that is what it is. And our defensive backfield is not great. And the officials are against us. That pass interference that wasn't a pass interference on the Vikings' first touchdown drive there, and letting the Vikings go 2 or 3 seconds after the play clock hit 0 before, they're just, that's play clock doesn't matter. You guys can snap it whenever you want. That's great. Just what we need. The Vikings need all the help they can get in beating the Giants, who are just who they are at this point. It's gonna be a long season, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a long season. As we look at some of the other scores happening here, though, New Orleans still up 17-0 on Carolina. New England still up 7-0 on Cincinnati. Have they gotten a first down yet? I have no idea. Pittsburgh and Atlanta still tied at 3. Houston has taken a 12-7 lead over Indianapolis. Tennessee still up 10-0 on Chicago. Jacksonville 7-0 up on Miami. And Arizona with a 10-3 lead in Orchard Park. There against the Bills. In that Miami game, Jalen Waddle being evaluated for a concussion. He's in the protocol right now. Trying to see what other news is happening here. And around the NFL, what we're looking at here. Dynamic kickoff goes nowhere. So the Giants have the ball at the 30-yard line. So we'll see what plays we choose here to go 3 and out and punt the ball and see if our special teams can get the Vikings. Well, they've already had a 99.5-yard drive for a touchdown, so who knows what. Is there anything else that we can really? I mean, you can't do much more than that, can you? I mean, 6:55 left in the first half here. Daniel Jones hands it off. And that's going to be a gain of 5 yards for the New York Football Giants. That's Singletary. With the carry, Van Ginkel for the Vikings with the tackle. He was with Miami last year, right? I think so. At least to my best recollection. 2nd and 5 for the New York Giants now. Daniel Jones stepping up under center, getting his hands all covered in offensive lineman button ball sweat. Shift on the offensive line. Daniel Jones fakes the handoff. Throws downfield to... Who is that? Tight end Bellinger? No, I can't even tell who that was. Incomplete. Doesn't matter. It's 3rd and 5 now for the Giants. Giants love that 3rd down. Love getting the 3rd downs. Can we get a first down on 1st or 2nd down? I don't think so. I don't think it's possible. I mean, I haven't seen it in years, so maybe it's something the Giants can do. I just don't think we're allowed to. I don't think it's something that's. I don't think it's something that's coached. I don't think it's something that we have. I think it's just hey, just you have to. It's imperative that we wait until 3rd down to try to do anything here. 3rd and 5 for the New York Giants. 6:10 left here in the 2nd quarter. Daniel Jones takes the snap, pump fakes, throws it again, and we have it caught. That's going to be a first down to Darius Slayton. No flags on the play. I'm surprised by that. Giants get a first down on 3rd down. So we're I think we're 50% for 3rd down conversion so far in the game. That's not bad, but I'd like to turn that into touchdowns. I'd also like not to be into so many 3rd down situations. I think that would also help. But you got to look for the positives where you can, folks. You got to look for the positives where you can. For the Giants, you're looking deep. You're really going to the back of the book trying to find some of that. Giants take the handoff to Devin Singletary. That's going to be a gain of 3.5 yards. Oh, no. They're saying 5 yards. Okay, I'll take it. That's just me not being able to tell what yardage is. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Giants. Let's see if we can get a first down on a 2nd down and not wait for a 3rd down. That might happen. Listen, anything is possible. As Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible. Under 5 minutes now here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 5 from the 49-yard line for the New York Giants. Daniel Jones, designed run, gets 4 yards. 3.5 yards, 4 yards. So that is going to be 3rd down. So the answer was no. We can't get a first down on 2nd down. Can't happen. Got to wait to 3rd down. But at least it's 3rd and short. 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. Let's see what the Giants can do here. Giants are 4 for 7 on 3rd down conversions. Minnesota's 0 for 2. But that's because they convert on 2nd downs and 1st downs, 3rd and 2 for the Giants, or it's a short 2, really. Again, looks like it was a designed run there for Daniel Jones, and that goes nowhere. I don't know what else to say. What kind of play call is that on 3rd down? Your offensive line can't move anybody, and you design a play where you need the offensive line to move people. So the Giants punt the ball. Welcome back to the NFL season, folks. This is fun. 3:33 left in the second quarter. The Vikings get the ball back. Let's see if they can go ahead and score again before halftime and just put me out of my football watching misery early. Arizona up 17-3 now on Buffalo. Man, I honestly thought that Buffalo, even though I thought they were not as good clearly as they have been for the last couple of years, being at home in Orchard Park, playing the Cardinals, who seem to be, still kind of in a rebuilding element there, Buffalo would be able to win that. Does not appear to be the case, as Arizona has a 2-touchdown lead on the Buffalo Bills. Jacksonville up 7-0 still on Miami. Tennessee up 10-0 still on Chicago. Houston still up 12-7 on the Indianapolis Colts. New Orleans now up 20-0 on Carolina. I guess that's something I have to keep in mind here, is that as bad as the Giants are and as frustrating as it is, there are other fan bases that do have it worse, and Carolina is one of those. So again, much love to all the Panthers fans out there. New England up 7-6 now on Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh has a 6-3 lead now on Atlanta. Taking a look here. Looking to see what's going on in the world. Anything else? Any updates on Waddle? Not that I'm seeing so far. Everybody seems to be kind of surprised here with the Arizona Cardinals kind of taking Josh Allen and the Bills to the woodshed here. Me and Jimbo kind of been saying it, though. Like, again, he was more on the... I believe he picked the Cardinals, actually, where I picked the Bills. But we've both been saying how Buffalo losing Stephon Diggs was going to really hurt them. And they lost a lot of their defense. They lost a lot of their offense. Not a lot of offensive weapons up there. They're in trouble. Minnesota, first down, takes the snap, run for about 2 yards off to the sideline, but there is a flag. And what is this going to be? Who is it on? Sam Darnold, perfect, 10 for 10, 136 yards and a touchdown. He has not missed a pass yet. I don't know what the call was, but it was against the Vikings. I'm going to imagine it was probably holding or something. So it's 1st and 17 for the Vikings now. 3:10 left here in the second quarter. From their own 7-yard line. Darnold in shotgun, takes the snap, looks back, has time to throw. Hits his running back out of the backfield. He's going to get about 6 yards, but driven back. So it's going to be 2nd and 11. Was that Jones? Yeah, that was Jones. I didn't know which running back it was out of the backfield. 2nd and 11. Quick snap. Handoff to Jones. Big hole to run through. He gets 10 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 from the 19-yard line here, it appears. From the 24-yard line, sorry. 3rd and 1, 24-yard line, 2:17 left here in the second quarter. Sam Darnold in shotgun. Looks like they might just be trying to get the Giants to jump before the 2-minute warning. Are they going to snap the ball? No. 2, 1, no snap. 2-minute warning here at the Meadowlands, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Vikings have a 3rd and 1 when we come back from break over there. Who knows? They'll probably get a 75-yard goddamn pass for a touchdown or something. Who knows? That's what I'm fully expecting at this point. I'm just fully expecting. Let's just pile it on. Let's just pile it on. Oh, Jaguars making moves here. What do we got here? Jaguars up now 14-0 on Miami. As we check in on some of these games here. So Miami not having a great time. Cincinnati not having a great time. They just had a fumble. They're going into the end zone. Tight end fumbles the ball, as I can see from this clip here before he even gets there. Patriots recover. So the Bengals still without a point, losing to the New England Patriots 7-0. Who saw that coming? Not I, said the duck. Saints are still just dominating the Panthers, unfortunately for Panthers fans out there. I'm sure the Saints fans are happy. That's why I picked the Saints. I picked the Saints in my picks. Which you can go check out on the Friday forecast that we have updated here, uploaded here. You can go check out all of our videos. You can always be updated and know when me and Jimbo upload our videos. We have the countdown on Tuesdays, our mothership show, the main show, on Wednesdays, and of course, the Friday forecast is on Fridays. I'll be live streaming Thursday games. Me and Jimbo will be doing early Sunday games. I will be doing Sunday night games and Monday night games alone by my lonesome. And you can know when all that stuff happens. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Every single subscriber helps. Every little bit helps. We love you guys. We also have links for our donation station and merch store down in the description, as well as a link to our Discord if you want to go over and say hi to us. That'd be nice. We like that. Not a lot of people saying hi to us at this point, but we're kind of fairly new here to YouTube, so you can come on over and join us. 31 for the Vikings. Snap. And he's not going to get there. No, they're going to give it to him on the final push. Where was he down? Where was from? Jesus Christ. Giants had him stopped in the backfield, but Aaron Jones, extra effort, gets about a half a yard more than what was needed. And that's going to be a first down for the Vikings. So any chance for the Giants to go ahead and try to get the ball back and do something offensively before the half ends is pretty much over and done. 1:23 left here in the second quarter. Sam Darnold takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws to Jefferson out of the backfield. It's going to be a gain of 4 yards. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Sam Darnold, 12 consecutive completions to start a game. That's a career high. And, of course, it happens against the Giants. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not happen against the Giants? We just let people have career days against us. It's fantastic. It's one of the, we're really generous when you think about it. Like, I'm not even mad at this point. At this point, I look at it as we're very giving. We're very giving. We're very generous. We're a very generous franchise, very generous fan base. Just go ahead and do whatever you want to do against us. You want a 99.5-yard drive? Go nuts. That's great. Sam Darnold takes a snap, throws, bounces around, ping-pongs around, lands, incomplete. That's Sam Darnold's first incompletion of the game. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now for the Vikings. Giants cornerbacks slapping each other and dapping each other up as if they've done something. They haven't. If I was the New York Giants, how about we don't celebrate anything until, we actually get a lead or do something. Yeah, It was a good tip. Don't get me wrong. It was a good tip, but we're losing 14-3. So let's relax. 3rd and 7, Sam Darnold in shotgun. Play clock running down. We're at zeros, and the refs let him get away with it again. Throws, that's going to be short. About a half a yard short for the Vikings. That's going to be 4th down. Do they go for it? I would say probably yeah, because now they've gained enough yardage. And the Giants' offense can't do anything, so you're not really in danger. Really, you could probably do this on your own 20-yard line. Go for it on fourth down, because even if you miss it, what are the Giants going to do? We're not scoring a touchdown. That's for sure. Oh, Anthony Richardson throws a pick in Indianapolis. So that's going to kill their drive as they're still losing 7-12 to Houston. Fourth and 1 for the Vikings. They okey-doked everyone. They're putting a punt unit out there now. So they switch everybody out. The Giants switch everybody they have out. 2-1. They have to let the Giants go ahead and do it. And that's going to put zeros on the play clock, but I think they called a timeout beforehand. Well, the Giants called a timeout. Why would the Giants call a timeout? The Giants had the ability to put everybody on the field. They get a chance to. Is that just another mistake that the Giants have made? Probably. Either way, Giants call timeout. 4th and 1 here for the Vikings. Punt is away. Drops it. Oh, and he drops the. What are we doing? Giants recover the ball after our returner decides, after he sees the ball bounce on the ground, to try to grab it. Bubbles it around. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lucky as hell to get that goddamn ball back. There's a flag. There's an official without his hat. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. What are the fouls here, Mr. Official? 2 fouls by the kicking team. Holding on the Vikings. Declined. Personal foul against the Vikings. That'll be 15 yards added to the end of wherever we were with that mistake. 49 seconds left here in the second half, and I'm going to go to commercial because why not? Giants have possession of the ball, and we'll see what's going here. Let's see what's going around the rest of the league here. Still 17-3 for Arizona. They're still in the second quarter. They're in Buffalo. 14-0. Jacksonville up on Miami. 17-0. Tennessee up on Chicago and Caleb Williams. All these are still in the second quarter. From what I can see here, New Orleans up 23-0 on Carolina as it stands right now, and New England still with a 7-0 lead over Cincinnati. I have to say, from a purely objective standpoint here, not impressed with the Giants so far. If I have to say, not impressed with the Giants. The offense has been unable to move the ball. Our defense, after getting a turnover on the Vikings 20, the Giants were unable to even move the ball 20 yards to get a touchdown and had to settle for a field goal. And then the defense gave up a 99.5-yard drive for a Vikings touchdown. So, not a great start for the New York Giants season. If we're being honest with each other. If we're having an honest dialogue, you and me. Not a great start. Not a great start. And we have 16 and a half more games to go of this. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a fun one. You might just see me lose my goddamn mind every week. And that might be the entertaining part of it, I guess. For some people. They just want to see me lose what little grip on reality that I do have. And if that's the case, this is the place you want to be. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to see me just lose the ever-loving hell out of my sanity every single week. Still looking around. It's good to browse the old Twitter X, see what's going on here. Atlanta has scored a touchdown against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kyle Pitts scored that. That's Kirk Cousins' first touchdown there in Atlanta. They are now up 10-6. Giants have the ball. Take the snap. Throws, and that's going to be, about a 7-yard gain there for the Giants? Yeah, second down and 3. Clock is ticking. 38, 37, 36, 35, 34. You have 2 timeouts. 33, 32. Daniel Jones, shotgun, takes the snap. Throws, incomplete. Might be better that was incomplete. Anyway, wasted a lot of time for that, though. A lot of time for that. So, and where's the penalty for that? Late hit on Daniel Jones, no call. That's not a shock. The officials have been kind of ass in this game. Although they've kind of been ass all around the league. So, that is what it is. At least it's consistent ass. 3rd and 3 for the New York Giants from the 35-yard line. Jones takes the snap and shotgun. Throws across the middle. And there is a flag. We were looking for it. It was incomplete, but there was apparently early contact by the Minnesota Vikings. So that will be pass interference against the Vikings. That'll be spot of the foul. We get a first down on the penalty call. I'll take it. It's not a 60-yard gain like it was for the Vikings. Oh, yeah, no, that's massive pass interference. Come on, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Mr. Griffin, Mr. Shaq Griffin, you can't do that. That's illegal. That's against the rules. That's against fair play. You can't do that. 26 seconds left. Giants have the ball on their own 41-yard line. Looking to try to get something here before the end of the half. Daniel Jones takes the snap, steps up, and gets absolutely crushed. That's a sack. Giants take a timeout. Just jumps on his back, puts all his weight on him. I thought we were getting rid of that in the game. No, it's the hip drop tackle. Yeah. Oh, the life of a Giants fan. I hope everybody else out there is having a good time. Hey, Buffalo scored a touchdown. They're up. Well, not up, but they're closer now. It's 17-10 Arizona there in Orchard Park. 21 seconds left. 2nd and 14 for the New York Giants from their own 6? Or 39, sorry. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. 37. Okay. Daniel Jones takes a snap, rolls out to his right, running for his life, throws it out of bounds. 14 seconds left from our own 37, 3rd and 14. Nobody can get open. Our offensive line can't protect. Our play calling has been asked. Brian Daboll there is play calling, and gotta say, Brian, not doing a great job, if I'm going to be honest with you. Giants going to need some real chunk yardage here. 14 seconds left, 3rd and 14. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Singletary off to his left, steps back, throws. That's court. That's caught, but it's well short of the first down. 9 seconds left. Oh, no, that wasn't caught. That was incomplete. My bad. I was wondering why the clock wasn't moving. So, yeah. 4th and 14 now for Giants from the 37-yard line, and they're going to punt the ball. and I want to cry. Vikings step away from the ball. Clock hits 0, and that is the end of the first half of the 2024 season. And the Vikings are leading the Giants 14-3. And I can't have an adult beverage yet because the Giants haven't scored a goddamn touchdown. The closest we got was because the Vikings had a fumble on their own 20-yard line, and we still couldn't move the ball 20 goddamn yards to get into the end zone. And that was the best chance we've had to do anything. Giants have done nothing. Meanwhile, Sam Darnold has been Tom Brady over here. Nearly perfect first half. Led a 99.5-yard drive against this Giants defense. And I just hate life. But what are you going to do? Not watch football? Like, come on, what are we serious here? Halftime in these other games here, what do we got? Arizona up 17-10 on Buffalo. We already know that. New England extends their lead against Cincinnati 10-0. They're at halftime. Jacksonville still up 14-0 on Miami. Atlanta up 10-6 on Pittsburgh. Tennessee up 17-0 on Chicago. Houston up 12-7 still on Indianapolis. And New Orleans has extended their lead against the Carolina Panthers 29-0. Always got to look on the bright side. At least I am not a Panthers fan. Again, much love to all the Panthers fans out there. Again, it's going to be a rough season, apparently, for you, apparently the way it's starting. It's going to be a rough season for us, too. So we're with you. We feel you. We feel your pain, and we understand. I don't know. Was there any update on Waddle yet on whether or not he was fully out with the concussion or? Nothing yet. Nothing yet on that. Just looking. A lot of people surprised. Not surprised, but yeah, like nobody really thought that the Panthers were going to be good this year, but it's not great. Looking through here. Oh, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are at the U.S. Open. Look at them. That's great. Great for them, as that's in my timeline. His fiance's a Swiftie, so I stuff's in the algorithm. What are you going to do? Taylor looking fine, though, so I don't mind it. Trust me. We're fine with that. I still can't believe, what is going on with Cincinnati? 10-0 New England, again, as we said, at the half. I don't know. Cincinnati does start off slow, though. I think we've noticed that over the last couple of years. Cincinnati starts off slow. They don't. They're always that kind of slow starting team, and then by the time we get to week 10 or week 11, they're full playoff contenders and division contenders. So we'll see. We'll see if that kind of holds true again this year. I don't know why they're always such slow starters, but I mean they are. I mean there's no question about that. Also, if you want to chat, we have the chat right here on YouTube. If you want to go ahead and do that, you got to be a subscriber. So please like, share, and subscribe to us. And you can go ahead and hear and tell me what you're thinking, what you think about me. I may read it. I may not. I have no idea. But if you think I'm losing my mind, which I am, you can go with that. You can tell me I'm full of shit. That's fine, too. You could say, hey, you know what, King? You're right. That's all great as well. Right down there in the chat. So go ahead and subscribe and tell me what you think. Because I kind of need that right now. I need some emotional support from you guys out there watching. Definitely need it because this is rough. I know I have an itchy nose, and now it's not like it's just this day can't get any worse. Giants are being horrible, and I have an itchy nose. Dak Prescott, of course, got paid earlier today. $240 million contract extension for 4 years. $231 million of that is guaranteed, with an $80 million signing bonus. So he's in Dallas for the next 4 years, and he's the highest paid NFL player in history, making over $60 million a year. Good for him. We'll see how that affects the Cowboys, because now, everybody, Micah's going to be, I think he's up next year for his contract. So, or he's going to be looking for a contract extension. But the Cowboys have paid CeeDee Lamb. They have paid Dak Prescott. They're going to have to pay Micah, or else, or we're going to run into this problem again next year. But does that help the Cowboys get past the first round of the playoffs? They have essentially the same team they had last year, except the offensive line is a little worse. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not exactly sure. I think the Cowboys will be good. Actually, no, I don't. In my predictions, I had them at like 7-10 or something. So I don't think they'll be that bad. Again, those predictions were made, and just, you're looking at the games, and I went like that. Like, it wasn't anything purely, like that. It's just kind of how it broke down. It came out to the Cowboys being 7-10. I don't think they'll be 7-10. I'm clearly wrong on a couple of those games, and games change during the season anyway. So I don't think they're going to be 7-10. I don't think they're going to be that bad. But again, I had the Giants at 8-9. I don't think the Giants are going to be that good. But if this first half is any indication, Giants are going to be that good. So, I was hoping against hope with the Giants. I was hoping like hell that Daniel Jones healthy. We had the offensive line fixed a little bit. We had Malik Neighbors. I thought the defense was pretty solid, except for our defensive backfield was maybe not great. But I liked our front seven. But when you can't score a touchdown after the opponent fumbles it on the 20-yard line, and your defense then gives up a 99.5-yard touchdown drive, it's hard to be optimistic. The optimism just kind of fades. It's gone. But that's where we are. That's where we are right now. So we're just trying to maybe get a little pep talk there at halftime. Come on, guys. We're wearing a throat. Let's do it for all the guy from 100 years. Let's go. Woo! I don't know. What do you do? What do you do? I think Daboll's play calling has been shite, too. I don't think that's been great. I think it's a failure on all ends here. I think Brian Daboll's play calling is almost too safe. And if not too safe, just bad, especially for we had a 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 1.5, and he does a designed quarterback run for Daniel Jones where he has to get behind his offensive line, who have been pushed around all game. So when for the play to work properly, you have to have the offensive lineman push your opponent lineman out of the way. But all game, they've been getting pushed around and beaten by this defensive line of Minnesota. What makes you think that's going to work? So again, I think it's bad play calling from Daboll's part, bad execution from everybody on the Giants' part, from Daniel Jones. Singletary's played well, but again, with play calling, Malik Neighbors, when given the opportunity, has played well, has made the catches where he's needed to make them, where he's needed to make them. So I mean, there's that, but outside of that, and defensively, there's been glimpses, but nothing great. And again, that 99.5-yard drive is an absolute killer. Just an absolute killer. We lost our scoreboard. We're just checking stuff out here. Alrighty. Well, looking at some of these other games here, while I try to fix this. I don't know why that game is there. Well, I'm just causing all kinds of problems here. And this is what happens. Well, you know, we're live here, so it happens. Just waiting for the second half to start here for the Giants so they can go ahead and disappoint me more. There we go. See, everything's fine. Everything's fine now. But yeah, Jacksonville is now 17-7 over Miami. They've reached the half. Atlanta is 10-9. Oh, Pittsburgh got a field goal there before the half, so it's 10-9. Atlanta's down there. Chicago got a field goal, so it's 17-3 in Soldier Field. Houston still up 12-7 on Indianapolis. Carolina got a field goal. The shutout at least is over. New Orleans up 30-3 against them. New England has up 10-0, as we said, on Cincinnati, and Arizona is up 17-10. Buffalo at least got a touchdown there, 17-10. As we mentioned, they're in the third quarter right now. Out over there. Looks like we're getting ready for the second half to start here at the Meadowlands. Good old Frank the Tank is already overreacting about his Dolphins, saying the season is over. I'd like to say he's overreacting. While I'm kind of doing the same thing with the Giants, but... Oh, there's Skinny Dayball trying to say something or other that's going to help us feel better about how that first half went. Guess what, Brian? Not working. Not working, Brian. And the great thing here is that the Giants received the first half kickoff. So now Minnesota is going to start the second half with the ball so they can go ahead and just kind of put the game away right now already. Graham Gano getting ready for the kickoff here as the second half gets ready to get underway. I still don't care what anybody says. I love these Giants uniforms. Kiss my ass if you don't like it. Kiss my ass if you don't like it. And that dynamic kickoff is going to, again, go outside the back of the end zone. So the Vikings will start at the 30-yard line. So now they only have to go 70 yards for a touchdown. Which, if you're that, you're like, hey, we went 99.5 yards. 70's a breeze. 70's a breeze. We ain't going to do that. Sam Darnold's playing out of his mind. He's Tom Bradying it now. There's no ghost out there for him. He's a ghostbuster now. There's no spooks or demons or goblins out there. He's not seeing any of that. All he's seeing is Justin Jefferson. Darnold under center to start off the second half here. Pitches to the backfield to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones brinks it out to the left. Gets about 3 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Vikings from the 33-yard line. I guess they gave him 4 yards. 2nd and 6 from the 34. Pardon me. Really 33 and a half. It's a long, yeah. Darnold getting rushed. There's a flag that's going to be holding on the Vikings. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage is Addison. But that is going to be a 10-yard penalty on the Vikings. I'm sorry, it was Darisaw. Darisaw? I want to say Darishaw, but no, there's no H there. So it's Darisaw. Got the holding. So it's going to be 2nd and 16 now for the Minnesota Vikings. Darnold in shotgun. Takes the snap back to throw. Gets rushed again by the Giants defensive line. That is going to be an incomplete pass. 3rd and 16. A rare incomplete pass by Sam Darnold in this game, as he's been absolutely just crushing the Giants. That was Burns, I believe, who got the pressure on him. So 3rd and 16. Hopefully the Giants can get the Vikings off the field here, but let's not get our hopes up. We know I've seen this way too many times before. So 3rd and 16. 4:18 left here in the second quarter as we just started the second half. In the third quarter, sorry, as we just started the second half. Darnold takes the snap, has time to throw, completes it to his tight end, but he's going to be well short. But there is Landry. We got some Landry on the field. What's this going to be? This is going to be a personal foul, face mask on the Giants. First down, Minnesota. This is what I told you. This is what I told you. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. You know it's coming. Where is there a face? Okay, that's Thibodeau, though. That's not Burns. They showed Burns. I don't know why they called Burns. It was Thibodeau who had it. But does it really matter? Because now the Vikings had it at the Giants' 48-yard line. Fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Let's get ready for this one. This one's probably going to the end zone. Handoff to Aaron Jones. Huge hole. Runs for 11 yards. That's a first down. Giants territory now for the Vikings. And I can't have a beverage. Oh, strap in, folks. This is going to be a long one. It's going to be a real long one here. I can have water. I just can't have an adult beverage. Even time of possession, but they've just murdered us on everything else. Vikings, handoff to Jones. Huge hole once again. Breaks it out to the left side. That's going to be a first down and more. That's going to be a 20-yard gain for Aaron Jones, as he's just carving up the Giants right now. And this drive is going to end in a touchdown. And I'm going to be sad. I already am kind of a sad panda. Tell you that. Not doing great. Not doing great. First and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Vikings. Sam Darnold back to throw. Wide open touchdown. Minnesota Vikings. Jalen Naylor. He nailed us on that one. That's for sure. And pending the extra point, it is going to be 21-3 for the Minnesota Vikings. I told you. I said we had a chance to get him off the third down. Had the face mask. Extra point is up. The extra point is good. It is 21-3, Minnesota Vikings. So the Vikings have had 3 touchdowns. The Giants have had none. We are in the third quarter now, and I've still not been able to open a beverage. I want to thank everybody for joining. Here's us here at Stay Tuned Sports as we live stream here in the NFL. Jimbo's not here, unfortunately. Under the weather today, and he's missing such an exciting and fun game. I'm sure he would love to be on the live stream right now, just giving me all the shit that he can, considering that his Eagles won on Friday with Saquon Barkley having a hat trick of touchdowns. So maybe overall it's kind of a lucky thing, you know. Not saying that I don't want my my broadcast partner here with me, but my mental state, I don't know if I can handle it right now. Oh boy, as we go ahead and look at some of these other scores down here, as you can see clearly. Except for I don't know why this keeps on switching the Cardinals game out for the Vikings one, because we already have the Vikings game here. We can see it. But what is going on in that game? It is 17-10 still. Buffalo losing to Arizona. Jacksonville 17-7 over Miami. Atlanta, as we said, 10-9 over Pittsburgh. These are all in the third quarter now. Tennessee still up on Chicago. Houston still up on Indianapolis. New England extending their lead 13-0 over Cincinnati. And Carolina is in the half with New Orleans losing 30-3 there to who they think gonna beat them Saints. Who dat? I know that the Bengals are who they. That's right, New Orleans is who dat. That's right. Who dat. Who the hell is gonna score for the Giants? Nobody. People are pointing out that there was forward motion on the receiver for the Vikings scoring a touchdown. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter at this point. Like I'm not at this point. I'm not even mad at any the ref screwing up the calls or doing anything like that. Like doesn't matter. It's going to help. Is any of this going to help? I don't think any of that's going to help. I don't think it really matters. None of that matters. Nothing really matters. So what, we have the dynamic kickoff here. That's not that dynamic. Giants have the ball at the 30-yard line. Of course they do. After another touchback. Daniel Jones in shotgun takes the snap, throws, completed to Malik Neighbors for about 5 yards. Sorry. I really am sorry, Malik. I really am. This is not a great situation for you, my friend. Hopefully it gets better as time moves on. But we'll see. 2nd and 5 for the Giants. 11:34 left here in the third quarter. Daniel Jones in shotgun, flanked on either side by backs. Minnesota faking the blitz. Daniel Jones steps back, looks to throw. Looks like he's going to run. Then he throws. Was that caught by Singletary? Looks like it was, but only for like 2 yards. No, they're saying incomplete. So it is 3rd and 5. So why'd you even do that? Why'd you even do it? Why'd you even do it? There was no point. I don't get these play calls. I don't get some of these play calls. I really don't. Our play calls last year weren't great, and Dable said he's taking over. So, I mean, at least we're consistent with our play calls, just being shitty. 3rd and 5. Daniel Jones takes the snap, looks to throw. Big ball caught by Malik Neighbors. And that's going to be down to the Minnesota 40. First down. Neighbors, maybe the only New York Giants showing up today. At least finally Dable let us throw the ball down the field a little bit. Man, did he get up there and grab that ball. Great catch. He got big hops on that one. Big hops. So Neighbors gets the Giants a first down and gets us into Vikings territory at the 40.5-yard line. 1st and 10. Giants pitch it back to, is that Gray? I think that's Gray. And he gets an inch, maybe. No, I'm sorry. That's Tracy Jr. Tracy Jr. with the carry. We're at 10 minutes now here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the New York Giants. Got no gain on that one. I thought he got at least a little bit. Daniel Jones, play action, steps back to throw. Pocket collapses, and he is sacked. 2-yard loss. Good to see the Giants' offensive line. Still great. It's still doing fantastic. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 now for the Giants, as again, we do something good, and then we just have to go and do bad things. Let's see if we go for another deep pass here to Neighbors. 3rd and 12. Jones back to throw. Oh, he gets just a yard short. Go for it. You got to go for it. First of all, that throw was 6 yards short of the first down. The only reason he got close was because of his extra effort. 4th and 1 for the Giants. Let's see what kind of shitty play call Dable has here. And let's see how poorly the Giants execute it. I'm excited. Daniel Jones gets the sneak, and it looks like by the mark he's going to have it. First down, New York Giants. I'll take it. Nobody screwed up. Vikings are trying to insist that they stopped them, but they didn't. So the Giants got 1st and 10, thank God. At least we're moving the ball a little bit here, at a snail's pace. 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Down by 18 points. Daniel Jones under center takes the snap, back to throw. Has to try to dump it out into the flat, but that is incomplete as, again, the offensive line collapsed, and there is a flag. What's this laundry? I'm going to imagine it's probably against the Giants for holding. And it is on Malik Neighbors. As they put him on to... Why'd they call Malik Neighbors for holding? There was holding on a lot of offensive linemen there. I didn't see anything on Malik Neighbors. That was just a bad... Unless that was just a bad graphic from Fox, which could be. It's the season opener for them too, They gotta catch up a little bit. 1st and 20 now for the Giants. Again, gotta go backwards before we can go forwards. That's how the Giants operate. Pass out again to the flat, and again a drop ball. That one by Tracy Jr. out of the backfield. So 2nd and 20 for the New York Giants. Listen, I understand the talk about Daniel Jones, but again, I don't know, get stick them on your hands, guys. Something you catch these balls. The balls are getting to the right spot. They're just not catching it. Except for Malik Neighbors. My man is doing the best he can. 2nd and 20 for the Giants from the 39.5-yard line. Daniel Jones back, he gets away from the sack, and then he does get sacked. He got away from it, but then still didn't find anybody open. It looks like the Giants offensive line just gave up after the one guy came off the edge. And how he survived, he okey-doked there was good, and then all the other offensive linemen stopped blocking. They literally just stood up and stopped blocking. Like Van Roten is sitting there looking there. Illuminor is there saying, what's going on? So 3rd and 26 now for the Giants. 4 sacks, 8 knockdowns. Daniel Jones throws a decently long ball, but it's nowhere close to the first down. We got a big chunk of yardage back. That's good. Fourth and 11. And we're going to go for a field goal because that's what's going to help in an 18-point game. Graham Gano sets up for a 50-yard field goal. Snap, place, kick is up, and it is good. Just sneaks in the right upright. Let the comeback commence. 21-6. Vikings over the Giants. 6:08 left here in the third quarter. Pittsburgh has taken the lead in Atlanta. Looks like they've scored a touchdown. It was 6-10. Now it is 12-10. It'll be depending on the extra point there. Jacksonville up 17-7 on Miami. Dolphins have scored there. Tennessee 17-3 over Chicago. Houston 15-7 got a field goal there against Indianapolis. The New Orleans and Carolina game is what it is. New England 13-0 over Cincinnati, still over there. And Arizona and Buffalo all tied up at 17. Buffalo has come storming back here in the third quarter. Yeah, everybody's kind of lamenting for the Panthers and their fans. Bengals lost another fumble. It looks like what set up that... I'm sorry, no, because it was 10-9 Pittsburgh, so it wasn't a touchdown. It was a field goal for the Steelers. But that was set up by a T.J. Watt fumble recovery. That's why you got to catch up on all this. But yeah, Buffalo tied it with Arizona. Arizona trying to blow it there in Buffalo. They had a pretty large lead, but Buffalo's come all the way back. Pertaining to this game, the Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison is out. He has an ankle injury. He has been ruled out for the rest of this game. So the Vikings will be playing without Jordan Addison for the rest of this game. Giants getting ready to kick off after their field goal. Dynamic kickoff. So dynamic. Out of the back of the end zone. That'll go to the 30. And the Vikings will start there. Sam Darnold, who is the Giants are making to look like a absolute Pro Bowl Hall of Famer. No ghosts out there for him. Not in this game, anyway. And this is the field where he would see ghosts. He was a Jets quarterback. This is his home ghost turf. He's going to line up in the shotgun here. Aaron Jones in the backfield. Over to his right. Seems confused. Doesn't know where to go. Play clock running down. And they finally called one against them. Did they finally call it against them? Oh, they're going to say they got a timeout? Get the... That was a penalty, not a timeout. But they're, whatever. Vikings been playing real fast and loose with that play clock all game. I thought the refs finally called them on it, but they're going to say, oh, no, we give them 3 seconds to call a timeout, too, after the play clock goes, because why not? Because clearly the Vikings need all the help they can get with their 21-6 lead over this absolute juggernaut known as the New York Football Giants. I don't know about that one, folks. So it's still going to be 1st and 10, still from the 30-yard line, and Sam Darnold's still going to be in shotgun. Aaron Jones lined up behind him. 6:08 left here in the third quarter. Takes the snap, hands it off to Jones, and Jones will get a yard. The Giants defense celebrating as if they haven't given up 21 points and a 99.5-yard touchdown drive. I don't know why, but they feel like they deserve to do that. I would say relax. Maybe if you haven't given up 21 points, you can go ahead and do that. But you have given up 21 points. So, relax. 2nd and 9. Sam Darnold, play action, rolling to his right, throws, completes the pass. Sorry. That's going to be for 4 yards. 4 or 5 yards, it looks like. 5 yards they're giving it to him. 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. Clock is ticking down. I haven't had anything to drink and I still can't talk. I think it's just because the Giants are disrupting my mental ability here. 4:52, 51-50 here in the third quarter. And Sam Darnold is in shotgun. Empty backfield. Trips to his left. And the play clock expires again. Are they going to give him another timeout? Or are you actually going to throw the flag here? I see the flag icon. They're saying it's a flag. And it is delay a game. They finally did call it on him. No timeout. So that's going to bump it back to 3rd and 9. No, they took the flag away? They did. You got to be kidding me. Well, the Vikings only have 1 timeout left. Not that I think they need it. They're not having to come back from anything here. Still, you don't want to have 2 timeouts done early in the second half. But, like, at what point when you throw the flag is out. The graphics have it that the flag is out. They have the call of delay a game. And then it says, oh, no, timeout. Like, what? If that's going to be it, like, just instead of having to delay a game penalty, just when the clock hits 0, take the timeout away. Because that seems like what we're doing here. Like, at some point, once the clock hits 0, and then it's a second after 0, and then it's another second after 0, and you have the referees throwing a flag, nobody's called the timeout, but somebody calls the timeout 3 seconds after the clock has already hit 0, and you're like, Oh, we'll give them the timeout. No, at that point, then just change the goddamn rules. Change it to where if the play clock goes and hits 0, instead of the flag, then it's a timeout penalty. Then you automatically lose the timeout. Just have that be. And then you don't get a 5-yard penalty unless you have no timeouts and you have a delay of game. Because that's what it seems like it's like. Because, what is the point? Because every time, and it's not just this game, it's like almost every pro game you see now, 2-3 seconds after the clock hits 0 on the play clock, you'll see all the refs throw the umpire and the ref will throw the flag. And then even after the flag is thrown, even after everybody in the world is like, yep, delay a game, clearly, then you'll have somebody from the sideline come over and say, well, I think he said he wanted the timeout. Well, while it was 3 seconds past? It's nonsense. Just change the rule. Just change the rule. And I think it'll be easier and better for everybody. You don't even have to worry about it. Just once it hits the zeros, if you didn't snap the ball yet, if it would be the normal thing, like stop the play, and instead of throwing a flag, just be like, it's a timeout by whatever team is doing the delay of game. And have that be what it is. Because that's what it's doing. That's what they're doing now anyway. It's absurd. Dumb. Rant over. Oh, no. They did have a timeout. Why do they have another timeout then? If it is 39 still anyway. Okay, I don't know. I'm confused. Big pass from Darnold to Jefferson. Incomplete. That's going to be 4th down. Giants are going to get off the field. Holy Christ, we actually stopped the Vikings. Almost picked, too. My goodness. Vikings going to punt. A rarity for this game. They get it off. It is going to hit at the 10 and bounce forward. And finally down at the 16-yard line. So that's where the Giants will start. And will probably punt from somewhere around there as well. In just a little bit. 4:26 left in the third quarter. Giants trailing by 15 points. So 2 possessions. It's close. It's closer than 18. Jacksonville still up 17-7 on Miami. Pittsburgh leading Atlanta 12-10 still as well. Tennessee 17-10 over Chicago. Indianapolis crawling a little closer. It's 15-13 in that game. I can't tell if they scored a touchdown and went for the 2-point and missed it, or if they're still going for it. Not sure. The Bills have taken the lead over the Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to end up losing that game. New Orleans is up 37-3 over Carolina. Yikes. New England still 13-0 over Cincinnati. What is going on in the jungle? That is perplexing. And what games do we have coming up in the second half today? We got Vegas and the Chargers, Denver, Seattle. I actually think that one's going to be pretty good. I think that's going to be a fun game to watch. Dallas and Cleveland. Clearly, that's going to be Tom Brady's first game. Everyone's going to be really excited for that to hear how Tom Brady goes. And, of course, tonight's Sunday Night Football, which I will be on here for, will be the Los Angeles Rams versus the Detroit Lions. So excited for that. We're going to see how the Giants do here. What do we got? What do we got? The Giants from the they're calling from 17. So 17-yard line for the Giants. Daniel Jones, shotgun, empty backfield, takes the snap. Screen, picked off, touchdown Vikings. And I hate life. What is this play call? What is this play call? Why was nobody blocking him? Why are you going to have a play call like that if nobody's going to be on him? If nobody's going to make sure that's where it, like... Extra point is good. And that's a 22-point lead now for the Vikings. I'm not having a good time, folks. Oh, the fun of being a Giants fan. Well, the calls for Daniel Jones to be gone are going to be louder than ever. And at this point, like again, I don't think it's all his fault, but at this point there's been no significant improvement. Whether it's the play calling, whether it's the scheme, coaching, other players, offensive line, whatever it is, it's a myriad of things. Let's be honest, it's a lot of different things, all at the same time. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's all 100% on Daniel Jones, because I don't think it is, but it's just not working. That's not where it's not working, and maybe it's not working with Daboll. Maybe we just have to burn it down and start over. Get rid of Shane, get rid of Daboll, and just try to start over again. And I don't know how else to look at it. There's no other quarterbacks out there that we could get right now anyway, unless we want Tannehill. Which, who knows, might be an improvement over what we have. But even with Tannehill, if the play calling still sucks, we're still here. We're still in the same spot. So I don't see how anything changes unless we have just major changes across the board. And maybe that's on. I think that may be on everybody. That may be on Shane. That may be on. For just kind of how things have gone, and the player and personnel moves that he's made. And I'm not even talking about the Saquon stuff. I know everybody's going to point at Saquon and point at, oh yeah, well, you let Saquon go. You let Saquon go. But I mean, it's everything. This is more than just letting Saquon go. This is just again, our defensive backfield is ass. Our offensive line has been ass for just years now. I don't know how you fix it unless you just burn it all down and try to start over. And then we'll kind of be in the same boat that Carolina is in, and just we'll just have to suck for another 5 years before we can see anything. But if we stay the way we're going now, we're going to suck anyway. So rip the Band-Aid off now, and just burn it to the ground and start over. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do here for the Giants. Daniel Jones takes the snap, looks to throw. There's nobody open. Getting rushed, throws it away. Second down. There's a flag on the play though, so that's something. It's going to be holding, yeah, and they're going to decline it. or illegal man downfield. Illegal man downfield on the Giants. And they're declining it. Because you don't need to. The Giants can't move the ball. So you just decline that, take the down away. I mean, that's almost insulting. That's more insulting than anything you can really think of. The Vikings just owning us in this game. It's just absurd. 4:17 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Giants. Daniel Jones takes the snap, throws, caught by Malik Neighbors. That's going to be a 8-yard gain. Yay! Hey, the Bears got a touchdown. The Bears have got a touchdown before the Giants have. That's great. That's good fun. Yay. 17-10 in that game. Tennessee is leading the Bears. 3rd and 3 for the Giants. They called it so it wasn't 8 yards, it was 7 yards. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Takes the ball. Step back, throw. That is batted down. 4th down, Giants. Punt the ball. Oh, this sucks. I'll tell you what, after watching Thursday night's game and Friday night's game, both a little sloppy but entertaining games, this has been a slog. Oh, Giants going for it on 4th and 3 deep in their own end. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let the Vikings blow us out even more. Let the Vikings just absolutely destroy us. 3, 2, 1. No, what? Like they're gonna jump? You're trying to get them off the what are we? What kind of dumb nonsense is that? We'll run it for 4 and 3, and we'll try to see if we can get them off sides. They don't need to go off sides to beat your ass. We could go backyard football and go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi before they rush, and they'd still get back to the quarterback. Stupid. Stupid and absurd. Absurd nonsense from Daboll and the Giants. Just absurd. I'm pissed at them all. Fine, yeah, get rid of Daniel Jones, but get rid of Daboll too and his dumb bald head. I'd call him a fat, bald-headed bastard, but he took Ozempic. .321 left here in the third quarter. Vikings up 22 points, 28-6 on the New York Giants. And I'm having a great day. I'm gonna go this whole game without drinking. Which is maybe the more absurd thing, is that not only do I have to watch this, but I have to watch this sober. This is terrible. How dare you? How dare you, Giants, do this to me? Not only am I punished visually by having to watch you, I don't even get to cope with it. The wife wanted to make sure that I got to see Taylor Swift arriving to the U.S. Open, which I did, which, by the way, she's looking fine. She's looking pretty good. I'll be honest, I'm more interested in seeing Taylor Swift right now at the U.S. Open than I am watching this Giants game. 1,000%. At least Taylor Swift is fun to watch. Giants, not so much. Not so much. Cincinnati scored a touchdown. Hey, look at that. Cincinnati got a touchdown before the Giants did. I think we all expected them to get a touchdown earlier than they did, but the way it was going, I didn't think so. But they've scored a touchdown. So New England's up 13-7 on Cincinnati. New Orleans still 37-3 up on Carolina. Carolina, along with the Giants, still have not scored a touchdown. The Steelers haven't scored a touchdown either. They're all field goals, and they're up 12-10 on Atlanta. Tennessee still up 17-10 on Chicago, as we mentioned. 15-13 for Houston over Indianapolis. Jacksonville 17-7 still over the Miami Dolphins. And Arizona's losing to Buffalo now 24-17, as we had mentioned before. So all that's happening. As we take a look at the Wilfs, the owners of the Vikings, who grew up in Hillside, New Jersey. I don't care. Good for them. The Vikings have the ball here. Let's give them the ball there. There they go. From the 18-yard line, Sam Darnold back to throw. Completed to Justin Jefferson. That's going to be close to a first down, if not a first down in and of itself. Looks like they're giving him the first down. So, first down. Nope, they're not. Just a yard short. 2nd and 1 for the Vikings. At their 27-yard line. As we see the Giants fans with head in hands, clearly I feel their pain because I am one of them. He might have been sleeping. I don't know. It would make sense. The Giants would put you to sleep. 2nd and 1. Handoff to Aaron Jones, and he's going to bounce over to the left. He's going to gain about 8 yards, and that's going to be a first down for the Minnesota Vikings as they go and just keep on marching the ball down the field. Aaron Jones showed up with a giant Vikings-colored sombrero to the game. Not sure why, but hey, when you're running all over the Giants, you can do what you want. Sam Darnold, play action, back to throw. Ball is up, and that is going to be bounced around and intercepted by the New York Giants. And that is Giants ball. Hey, something good happened. Guys, something good happened for the Giants. Now the offense will screw it up. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We know that this is going to be intercepted by Daniel. Daniel's going to throw an interception, or somebody's going to fumble, or Daniel Jones is going to get sacked 3 straight times, or just the offensive linemen are going to stand up and not block. As is common for the Giants. But here's something. It's a little nugget. It's a little nugget of joy. It's something. You gotta take the little bits of happiness where you can. So at the Giants' own 49-yard line, Daniel Jones under center, takes the snap, gets absolutely rushed, but gets the completion off to Singletary out of the backfield, finds blockers. Just gets tripped up as he's breaking to the left side, gets a first down, but could have had a lot more, had blockers in front of him, might have gotten a touchdown, but we know how that's going to work for the Giants. We're not getting a touchdown. We're not getting a touchdown. But it's something. It's something. Just got the shoelace. So close. 1st and 10 now from the Vikings 39-yard line. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Singletary off to his left. They get the play off right before the play clock expires. Handoff to Singletary. He gets 2 yards. Yard and a half, 2 yards maybe. Clock ticking down towards a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Vikings owning the New York Giants 28-6. Daniel Jones 14 of 27, 130 yards and a pick. Not a great stat line. 2nd and 9 for the Giants. Only give him a yard. I thought he got a little bit more than that. Daniel Jones back to throw, getting rushed, of course. Completes the pass to Darius Slayton for about 7 yards. So that's going to be 3rd and 2. $28, $27, $26. They are going to have to snap the ball before the end of the quarter. So we will have one more play before the third quarter ends here. as there is about a 4-second difference between the play clock and the game clock. Daniel Jones under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to Singletary, and that's going to be a first down. He gains about 4 yards, gets 5 yards maybe. He kind of broke that out there a little bit. But that is the end of the third quarter. Giants still down 22 points, but driving after they picked off Sam Darnold. I'm not saying it's going to be a comeback, but if they can at least score and allow me to drink alcoholic beverages, I'll count it as a win. Because Daddy needs something. I'm gonna have to really stock up on some apple cider to get through this season. That is for sure. Oh, what do we got here? The new AP poll is out for college football. Lord knows Notre Dame had a drop. I can't believe that. I expected it, though. I don't know if you watched the main program me and Jimbo do on Wednesdays. We did it live this week, which is kind of cool. But I kind of called it. I said Notre Dame always has these kind of games where they have a big game, big win on the road, SEC opponent, starting off the season great, and it looks like the rest of their schedule is fairly easy, setting up for a good playoff run that they could have. And, of course, they drop. They drop it. They screw up. Georgia still won. Texas moves up to number 2. While Ohio State drops to number 3 from being number 2. Alabama moves up to number 4. Well, they're staying at number 4. Ole Miss is 5. Missouri is 6, up from 9. Where is Notre Dame? Penn State stays at 8. Oregon drops to 9 from 7. How far did the Irish drop? Boy, just click 18. They went from 5 to 18 after that look. I'm surprised they're actually still in the top 20, let alone top 25. Well, I thought they would drop out, to be honest, because that's a bad loss. When you lose to an FCS team, that's bad. Michigan's still one spot ahead of us, though, after getting destroyed by Texas. So that just tells you how Michigan was at number 10. They dropped 7 spots. Notre Dame was at 5. We dropped 13 spots. That's how bad that loss was. So, not great. Houston up 22 to 13 now over Indianapolis. Carolina got a touchdown before the Giants. It's 37-10. Daniel Jones takes the snap back to throw. Completes to the... Nope, incomplete. Could not complete the process of the catch. So that's going to be 2nd down and 10. Daniel Jones shotgun takes the snap back to throw. Getting pressure, just chucks it out of bounds. 3rd down and 10 for the Giants. Yay. Here's the Giants I know and love. Whoever's working the graphics there at Fox is screwing up. I don't know what the 1st and 2 is. Third and 10 from the 14-yard line. Daniel Jones hands it off. Of course, 2-yard gain, or 3-yard gain. And we will have 4th down. Or is it 3rd down? Oh, I must have missed something. I thought we had 1st. We had 2. Okay, they're calling 3rd and 8. So I could have sworn it was 4th down. But Daniel Jones back, throws way over the head. Incomplete. And now they're calling 4th and 8. And you have to go for it. You're down 22 goddamn points. Let's just put Tommy Cutlets in there. At least he's entertaining to watch. 4th and 8. Giants at the 14-yard line of the Vikings. I'm sorry, at the 11 because of that. Daniel Jones throws, intercepted in the end zone. Vikings ball on the 20-yard line. I think Daniel Jones is trying to force something to happen, and that's what happens when you try to force something. So, oh, life is just a dream, ladies and gentlemen. Life is just a dream. Man, do you remember, what, about 3 hours and 27 minutes ago? Well, not even, I'm sorry, 2 hours and 27 minutes ago. When we were just so happy and so looking forward to this NFL season. So excited. Football was back. NFL, baby. It's the way to go. And now I honestly cannot wait until the end of the season. Let's just get it over with. Because we are now losing. We have yet to score a touchdown. The only ones who have, us and Pittsburgh are the only ones who have not scored a touchdown. But Pittsburgh has scored a plethora of field goals, and they're up 15-10 on Atlanta. So they haven't scored a touchdown, but they're winning. Everybody else has scored a touchdown. Even the Carolina Panthers have scored a touchdown. Have the New York Giants scored a touchdown? No, of course not. Arizona got a field goal. Gets a little closer to Buffalo there. It's 24-20. Jacksonville still up on Miami, 17-14. I believe Miami got a touchdown in that game. Pittsburgh, like we had just mentioned, up 15-10. Tennessee still up 17-10 on Chicago. Indianapolis making it a bit closer there with Houston, 22-20. Houston is leading Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. New England up 16-7 on Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got to get it together. And New Orleans 37-10 over Carolina, as we have mentioned before. So that's what we're looking at there. People making fun of Daniel Jones. And clearly people also saying that Sports Talk Radio in New York tomorrow is going to be interesting, and it will be. Vikings have the ball handed off. They're going to get about a 6-yard gain on that run on first down. And they're just going to keep moving the ball. Listen, you could try to show what was what or who's doing what, or maybe a receiver stopped running or kept running or wasn't supposed to run that route, or maybe it doesn't matter. Daniel Jones he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt anymore, at least for me. I mean, a lot of people didn't give him the benefit of the doubt anyway. I was one of the ones that was saying, hey, give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he's going to bounce back this season. Thought he's going to have a good season. And this first game indication is that I was completely and 1,000% wrong. Not only about that, but about a lot of things. The Giants' defense, of course, too, has not played particularly well. And we've had receivers drop the ball. Like Daniel Jones has made some throws that receivers and running backs have just dropped that they should have caught, that would have helped. But overall, just not great. Not great. Like I said, the highlight of today so far has been seeing Taylor Swift arrive to the U.S. Open. That's been the best. Thanks to Jackie, for that heads up. That was great. And the Vikings complete a pass out of the backfield to Chandler, and that's going to be a first down on a 3rd and 4 play. So that's going to be a first down for the Vikings. The Vikings are averaging 6.8 yards per play. The Giants are only 3.4. Boy, if the score doesn't indicate that, I don't know what does. But here we are. Just watching along as the Giants season collapses in less than 3 hours. First and 10 for Minnesota. 11:41 left here in the fourth quarter, and this game cannot end soon enough. Sam Darnold hands it off. They might just hand it off the rest of the game here. And that's going to be a gain of 4 yards there for Chandler out of the backfield. Man, Tyreek Hill is fast. As we see the Giants Stadium, all the Vikings fans there doing a Skol chant. That's great. Isn't that fun to see? In your home stadium, the other team doing their goddamn chants. Never mind the aluminum foil sound in the background, guys. It's just the wife preparing snacks for later because I'm going to need them. Don't be sorry. It's okay. I need some snacks. I need snacks. I need comfort food. I need to be comforted. Trust me. Oh, definitely need to be comforted because the Giants are not giving me any comfort as it stands right now. 3rd and 4 for the Vikings. I'm in and out of paying attention to this game at this point. That looks good. That looks good to me. I'm excited for those. I'm excited for some football snacks here because I definitely need them. 3rd and 4, 10:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Vikings, Sam Darnold in shotgun. They wait until 6 seconds after the clock's hit 0, and they still get it off. Incomplete pass to Justin Jefferson. That's going to be 4th and 4. Darnold took a pretty big shot there as well. So the Giants get off the field, but who gives a shit? 10:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Vikings getting ready to punt. Kick is away. The kick is away. Let's see how the Giants screw this up. And they don't because it actually bounces out of bounds. Where are they going to spot that one? At the 32-yard line. So not a great punt from the Vikings punter, but he hasn't had a lot of work today. So you can kind of understand. Give him a break. The man hasn't had to work a lot today because the Vikings have just been eviscerating the New York Giants all game. Oh, we have our first dynamic kickoff return. It happens in Buffalo. That's what happened there with Arizona. Buffalo had taken a lead 31-20, kicked it off. Arizona ran it all the way back for a touchdown. That's pretty dynamic. Why don't we have that in the rest of these games? I don't know. The Giants could have used that. But Buffalo had just scored a touchdown, went up 31-20, and then Arizona brings it all the way back. So 27-31 there in Orchard Park. Oh no, they went for 2 and got it. So it's 28. It's only a 3-point game now. Arizona converts the 2-point conversion, 31-28. In Orchard Park, Buffalo with a 3-point lead over Arizona. Arizona giving Buffalo all they can handle. After having a very early lead, Buffalo came storming back. Now Arizona trying to come back as well and having a dynamic kickoff return for a touchdown certainly does help. Jacksonville still with the lead on Miami, 17-14. Pittsburgh leading Atlanta, 15-10. Tennessee and Chicago. Chicago looks like they got a field goal, so it's 17-13 there in Soldier Field. 22-20. In Indianapolis, as Houston leads the Colts. Carolina is trailing New Orleans by 30. And New England leads Cincinnati 16-10. Because reading off these scores is more entertaining than trying to watch the Giants do anything. Let's just be honest. Joe Mixon apparently having a huge day there for the Texans. A lot of people didn't think Joe Mixon was going to be doing all that well down there in Houston, but apparently in game one, he's proving everybody wrong with that. Giants first down from the 32-yard line. Daniel Jones, big throw, and right in the breadbasket and dropped. I mean, you can't get a better pass than that. And I know Daniel Jones is going to get a lot of shit tomorrow, as well he should. But that was right on the money. Great pass, and he just dropped it. Like you can't. I'm sorry. This is not just a Daniel Jones problem. This is a Giants problem. Top to bottom, from Joe Shane down, it's everybody's problem. And I love Hyatt, but you got to catch that ball. Giants have 5 dropped passes today. This is what I'm saying. It's not just Daniel Jones. Handoff for a 2-yard gain, maybe. I can't sit here and say that it's all Daniel Jones. I can't sit here and say that it's just one thing. If you had another quarterback in there, maybe some things change. Maybe there's less interceptions, but you still have these guys dropping the goddamn ball, and your defense still hasn't been able to stop anybody. So at the end of the day, what's changing? Even if you have a different quarterback in there, nothing. It's top to bottom for the Giants. First down, completed pass to Robinson for the Giants on a 3rd and 6 play. 9 minutes left here in the game as the clock keeps ticking. Hopefully getting us to a end here soon. Daniel Jones takes the snap, throws, completes the catch. Hey, look at that. Johnson, the tight end, with the catch. That's another first down. Giants are in Vikings territory. By the way, just to show everybody how optimistic I was, I had my Giants glass here ready to take my hard cider beverage. And there's 8 minutes left in the game, and it has yet to be filled once because we haven't scored a touchdown. So, second down now for the Giants. Second and 10. 8 minutes now left in the game. From the Minnesota 40-yard line. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Throws to Robinson out of the backfield. Gets away, slips away, gains more yardage. Gets down to the 25-yard line. About 25 and a half. That's going to be another Giants first down. Why are we calling these plays now? Like, we're calling and executing these plays now. Why weren't we doing this before? Let's see if we find a way to screw this up. We might. 26-yard line for the New York Giants. First and 10. Daniel Jones, again, throws out of the backfield, completes a throw. And that's going to be 9 yards. That was Gray, I believe, with that catch and carry out of the backfield. Second and 1. Now coming from the 17-yard line of Minnesota. 6:56 for the Giants left. Here in the fourth quarter, I want to thank everybody for joining us. If you do like what you see, which is basically me being miserable, watching my home team just suck ass as much as they can, like, share, subscribe. All the links are down there. Daniel Jones takes the snap, hands it off. That's going to be a first down and a gain about 5 yards there for Gray. As the Giants are moving the ball here on this drive for the first time all game, Giants are moving the ball. It's a good thing that they waited until they were down by 22 points and had 6 minutes left in the game to do so. Great job, guys. That's when you want to do it, in crunch time. That's when you want to go ahead and have your best performance. Never mind the fact that you're down forever. This is fine. This is when you want to go ahead and do that. So 1st and 10, Daniel Jones takes the snap, hands it off. Giants' run game seems to be doing a little bit more here. That's a gain of, what do we got there, about 5 yards? That's about a 5-yard gain, I'd say, for Devin Singletary. Under 6 minutes. Oh, they were only saying a 3-yard gain? That was, I don't know. 2nd and 7 for the Giants. Again, the refs have kind of been given bad spots, as it were. The Giants call a timeout here, or the Vikings? No, Vikings call their final timeout. So Vikings out of timeouts. That might hurt them towards the end of the game. In case they need to drive down the field and stop the clock before a game-winning field goal. Oh, dear sweet gravy googly moogly. Vikings have allowed 333 yards a game last season. Today only have allowed 242. Thank you so much, love. As the wife stressed, she does not want to be on camera at all. 2nd and 7 for the New York Giants from the Minnesota 8-yard line. Snap. Daniel Jones has actually good protection there, but rolls out to his right. Can't find anybody open. Throws and caught right at the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't matter if he dropped it or not. It doesn't really do anything. That's a good mozzarella stick right there, man. I'd buy that for $1. 3rd and 7 now for the Giants at the Minnesota 8. Daniel Jones takes the snap, rolls to his right, getting pressure, throws to the back of the end zone over everybody. And we've got 4th and 7. Great drive down the field. Let's see if we can screw it up. And we're there. We're that close. Have another pretty decent drive down the field, only to have it end in either a 4th, turnover on downs, or just a straight up turnover interception, or let's see. 11 plays, 60 yards on a 5-minute drive for the Giants. Great drive, but it looks like it's going to stall here. Daniel Jones takes a snap. Incomplete pass. Giants turnover on downs. I'm not drinking this game. Look at that. I said I'm not drinking until the Giants score a touchdown. No, Giants aren't scoring a touchdown. I said nothing about mozzarella sticks. I can have all the mozzarella sticks I goddamn want. Just can't have an alcoholic beverage. So that's great. Life is grand. I'm loving everything about this. How's everybody else out there doing, huh? What do we got? New England still up 16-10 on Cincinnati. New Orleans 47-10 over Carolina. But at least Carolina got a touchdown. You know who doesn't have a touchdown? New York Football Giants. Houston 29-20 over Indianapolis currently. Chicago is taking a lead against Tennessee 24-17. Minnesota just got a 18-yard gain on 1st down. So that's great. Good for them. I'm proud of you guys. Pittsburgh 15-10 over Atlanta still. Jacksonville 17-14 against Miami. Miami's made that a 3-point game. And as we look at Arizona and Buffalo still a 3-point game there. Minnesota, first down, hand off. They're going to lose a yard on that play. 3:55 left in the game. 2nd and 11 for the Vikings. Minnesota, sorry, 2nd and 11. Play clock runs out again, but the refs don't do anything about that. And the Giants had the running back there stopped. Who was that? Is that Jones? I couldn't tell who it was for a second. Yeah, that's Jones. Had him stopped in the backfield, but then let him go ahead and gain 9 yards anyway. Because why the not? You know? Why not? Why not be generous? A QB sneak on 3rd and 1. Did they get it? I don't know. Depends on where the spot is. Spot looks short. To me, the spot looks short. I'm going to have another mozzarella stick. But they gave it to them. 1st and 10, Minnesota. That's going to bring it down to the 2-minute warning. Oh, no, wait. No, it's not. The play clock's going to run down. They have to do it. Although, the refs let them go 3 seconds past that, so maybe we'll get to the 2-minute warning even though the clocks are different. Nope, they have to snap it. They do. Giants have Jones stopped in the backfield again, but he goes ahead and gains 5 yards anyway because why not? Minute 57, we've reached the 2-minute warning. 28-6. Minnesota over the Giants. 26-point lead. I'm sorry, 22-point lead. Oh, it matters, 22, 26. Who gives a shit? It's a lot, and the Giants are losing. We're not winning this game. Not winning this game, folks. I hate to kind of burst everybody's bubble here if you're watching this and the Giants fan. Giants are winning this game. You can kind of go ahead and put that into the books. Apparently, Kirk Cousins has thrown a bad interception down in Atlanta, and that is what is causing some of the consternation down there with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has the ball, apparently. From what I can tell. From Twitter X here. Anthony Richardson having a pretty decent game. Got a big ball downfield. Let's see if Indianapolis can go ahead and turn that into some points. And they're down by 9 against Houston. So it's still a 2-possession game. Saints fans having a good time, clearly, against a very bad Panthers team, but everybody else seems to. Oh, I mean, not everybody else. If you're losing it, like if you're a Panthers fan, you're not having a great time. But at least you scored a touchdown. Pittsburgh hasn't scored a touchdown, much like the Giants, but they're winning because they got 15 points off of field goals and just picked off Kirk Cousins. So they're not sad. And if you're Carolina, you could sit there, yeah, we're losing 47-10, but at least we scored a touchdown. Unlike the Giants, could be worse. We could have Daniel Jones. We could have all our receivers drop the ball. It's going to be up for debate, which is the worst blowout, New Orleans over Carolina, because everybody kind of expected that. And this 22-point probably going to be lost to the Vikings unless the Giants give up another touchdown here soon, which they might, but who knows. This game can't end soon enough. It can't end soon enough. So I will not be doing any of the 4 o'clock games. I was kind of planning on maybe doing all 3. Decided not to. Doing this one. doing Sunday Night Football, Rams versus Lions. So we'll be taking a break here after this game concludes, and I eat my last Mutzy stick here, which are just delicious. I wish I had some marinara sauce, but I don't have that right now. The Giants call a timeout. Why are we calling a timeout? You're not calling... What? Just let the game end. I hate this team. Third and 5. Vikings try to run it. Gets hit in the backfield. Loss of 3 yards. Let me guess. Giants are going to take a timeout. Going to come back in a minute 42 from 22 points down. Yeah, guys. Now's the time to really stick it to them. What a bunch of jerk-offs. Hate this team. Love this team, but I hate this team. I just. What is the thought process here? Well, we're going to try to get a touchdown here in the last minute 42. Why? Daniel Jones is probably just going to throw another pick, or somebody's going to fumble, or somebody. Yeah, here we go. We got the ball at the 14-yard line. Let's go, guys. Minute 42. We could do it. What? I don't understand the thought process. Take the knee, take the loss, go back, try to fix everything that's wrong, from the play calling to the quarterback play to receivers dropping the ball to the defense being a sieve, all of that. Try to fix that in the next 7 days. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Nonsense. Absurdity. 1st and 10. Daniel Jones back to throw. Completes the pass. I don't care. Second and 5. Doesn't matter. Daniel Jones back to throw. Is hit as he throws. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 5. See, I knew 3rd and 5 was coming. I already said it. Minute 10 left here. Thank God the misery is almost over. We're almost through it, folks. We are almost through it. Daniel Jones in shotgun. Give me a shotgun. And he's going to be sacked. Blow this team up. Blow them up. Like you had to show something in this game that showed there was some kind of progress, some kind of anything from last year. And there's not been that. Giants punt the ball. So what was the point of the goddamn timeouts? I didn't even move the possession when the Giants had it. There you go. Giants had possession. Now it's back to Minnesota. Who gives a shit? They're going to kneel it out. Victory formation. I said at the start I was not going to drink, open a beverage until the Giants scored a touchdown. Had my Giants glass here ready to receive the delicious apple cider that I was going to have. My wonderful alcoholic adult beverage. It is empty. It remains empty because the Giants are so goddamn inept. They couldn't even score a touchdown. Vikings kneel, running it out. The game is over. Thank the goddamn Lord. Giants lose by 22 points, 28-6. Don't score a touchdown. Jones has 2 picks. Sam Darnold looks like the second coming of Joe goddamn Montana. You got Viking stands in the MetLife Stadium doing this goal goddamn chants. Great start to 2024, everybody. Not to pull a Frank here, Frank the Tank from fucking Barstool. Absurd. Absurd garbage, absurd nonsense from the Giants. And we're going to have to watch 16 more games of this. I'll be fine. So as we take a final assessment of this game, let's just say not great. Let's just say not the best time. I'm going to pull up some of the end of some of these other games and see how the rest of the NFL is doing towards the end of these 1 o'clock games, and then I'll get out of here. I'll get out of everybody's hair until Sunday Night Football, where we'll watch along with everybody here. We got the Cardinals down 3. They're driving against the Bills. Indianapolis scored a touchdown. They are now down 2 to Houston, 27-29. Houston still leading there in Indianapolis with 2 minutes left to go. There's a minute 28 left in the Arizona-Buffalo game. 28-34, as I said in that game. Arizona is into Bills territory on the 43-yard line of the Bills. Houston has the ball 3rd and 11 there in Indianapolis on their own 29-yard line. Kyler Murray, 1st and 10, throws. He completes it for about 6 yards. Houston, they're calling it a catch, and that's close to the first down. Indianapolis is saying it's incomplete out of bounds. The referees say he did catch it. That's going to be a first down for Houston if that stands. If they want to look at that, I don't know. Pittsburgh up 18-10. They're up 8 points there on Atlanta in Atlanta after that Kirk Cousins interception. Again, Pittsburgh no touchdowns, but still up 8 points. Jacksonville and Miami. Miami's come all the way back and has tied the game 17-17. That's incomplete up for Arizona in Buffalo, in Orchard Park. I think that's going to be an incomplete pass in Indianapolis for Houston. That's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to punt the ball. Miami's got 3rd down in Miami. They're trying to get close. They have a minute 15 left in that game. TJ Watt with a sack down there in Atlanta. It's going to be 4th and 11 for the Falcons. Time running out. They got to go. Or no, that's the end of the game. That ended the game. TJ Watt ended the game, and the Steelers win in Atlanta. This is what I said. That Steelers defense was going to win the Pittsburgh Steelers some games this year. And sure enough, they've done it. The offense did nothing but field goals. They could not get a touchdown. But that defense did what that defense does. So Pittsburgh starts off 1-0, defeating Atlanta. Kirk Cousins' debut in Atlanta ruined by that Pittsburgh defense. Chicago up 24-17. They do have the ball. Oh, no, they don't. I'm sorry. Tennessee has the ball, but it is 4th and 10. Arizona is facing a 4th and 7 in Orchard Park. Will Levis chucks the ball up. That's going to be intercepted by the Bears. The Bears are going to get the victory in Caleb Williams' first game in the NFL. They said Houston did get the catch. It is 1st and 10 for Houston in Indianapolis. There's a minute 56 left in that game. Indianapolis needs to get the ball back. They have to stop Houston. 4th and 7 for Arizona in Buffalo. Orchard Park, sorry. Kyler Murray in shotgun. Takes the snap. Getting pressure. Hawks it up. Incomplete. Almost got it, but incomplete. 26 seconds left. Buffalo takes over. Arizona has no timeouts. That's going to be the game. Buffalo pulls it out against Arizona. The Bills will start off 1-0. Miami has a 1st down and 10 with a minute left down there in Miami. A minute 52 in Indianapolis. 2nd and 6 for Houston. Houston with a 2-point lead. Indianapolis has to get them off the field. They have to get the ball back. Miami on the Jacksonville 42-yard line. 1st and 10. A yard gain on the run. 26, 25, 24 seconds. Miami trying to get closer into field goal range. Maybe win the game on a last-second field goal. Houston has 3rd and 3. Indianapolis calls a timeout. Showing Caleb Williams taking victory formation in Chicago. Chicago again, they start off 1-0. I'm just trying to watch something good and entertaining after watching that Giants game. I got to clean the palate out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, folks? By the way, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you can. That'd be great. Hit the notification bell. Coming back tonight, 8 p.m. for Rams versus Lions. That should be at least a little more entertaining than what we just watched today with the Giants. That's for sure. Houston, they're going to get the 1st down. Minute 44. 43, 42, and Indianapolis has no timeouts left. That's going to seal the game there. Indianapolis is going to be 0-1. Texans, they're going to get the victory. Miami, they are going to run the ball. They're going to gain a few more yards, get down to the 34-yard line. 12, 11, 10, 9 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left. They're going to take that timeout and go for the field goal to take the win at the end of the game. Jacksonville still has 1 timeout as well. Do they ice the kicker? I don't know if you can ice a kicker in, southern Florida September weather, but maybe you can. I don't know. Make him think about the kick. He's a professional kicker. I don't think he gives a shit. Jason Sanders is 7 for 7 in game-winning or tying field goals in the final 2 minutes and in overtime. So that kind of tells you all you need to know about this guy. I don't know if you're going to ice him or not. We'll see if Jacksonville does take the timeout to ice him or not. It's going to be a 52-yard attempt. Jacksonville does take the timeout to try to ice him. And we'll see if we're going to get overtime down there in southern Florida. Let's see what's going on the Twitter X here. C.J. Stroud was 24 for 32, 234 yards and 2 touchdowns, no picks. Joe Mixon had 29 carries for 150 yards and a touchdown. Nico Collins, 6 catches, 117 yards. Stephon Diggs, 6 catches, 33 yards and 2 touchdowns. Look at all these people having good times. Snap, kick, hold for Miami. The kick is up. That's going to split the uprights. That's good. Miami wins. They start off 1-0. After being down to Jacksonville, a lot of this game, people wondering what was going on. Jacksonville somehow finds the way to steal defeat from the jaws of victory. And the Miami Dolphins start off 1-0. So I don't know about too many other games going on. I think that's going to be it for this. Again, everybody, thank you so much for joining me through this absolute slog of a Giants game. And guess what? We got 16 more of these Giants games to go. But we also have other games as well. Like I said, we've got Rams, Lions. That's coming up tonight at 8 o'clock. We have Jets, Niners tomorrow night. So join us for that as well. And then, again, we got a whole other season of other football, good football, hopefully, to watch. And then we also have the Giants. So we'll get through it together, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get through it together. But I want to thank you again so much. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned.